Hey everybody, this is Schmitty's Kettle Corn here. I decided to record over this video here so that way I can get a better picture of the sound. There's a lot of audio noise in the background here, so I decided to re-upload here with it being silent. So this is what my front looks like here, and on a given day here, this is actually one of my best farmers markets for the week. I do the Columbia Market in Maryland on Sundays from 9 until 1, and I offer samples each flavor that I do throughout the day. I actually like to do all of my flavors fresh for the day, and sometimes when I have flavors left over, I like to rotate them. And I do four flavors a day. So what I do is I do three regular flavors plus a special. And on the one side here, I have all kettle corn, different sizes. And in the middle here, I have white cheddar. And on the far end there, I either do a smoky cheddar, a jalapeno cheddar, or and I also do a sweet cheese. And the sweet cheese is a really good popular seller. And the sweet cheese is a kettle corn mix with the cheddar, and then on the far end I do a caramel corn, and then sometimes I even do a chocolate caramel corn. So here I actually show you how I offer the samples. I put them in cereal keepers. Depending on your health department or not, if you're allowed to sell or offer samples, the sampling will greatly increase your sales. And here I put my booth out and my table out in front with my bags to try to encourage people to come over and talk to me, and I say hi to every one of my customers or even people walking by on the side. I have a helper who is recording this, and my helper is actually in front handling the cash while I handle the food. I have a helper for two different reasons actually. One of my helpers is in front and making sure all of my up front is organized and my sample containers are clean and all of my equipment is clean. My helper also handles all of my card and cash sales. I keep everything in my apron, as I'm saying here, because that is the best way to keep my cash, and I have my helper keep the cash on him at all times. And unless he needs to go to the bathroom, then I have them give me the cash. And then I have my labels also. My labels I get from Print Place. My labels I have for various reasons, but besides having my ingredients on there, I also have them like me on my Facebook page, and I usually get about 5 or 10 likes a month from my stickers, and they're very helpful. I get about 137. I think the cost breakdown was something like 6 cents a label from Print Place, and I really like them. The only drawback is that they're not waterproof, so when it rains, I don't put them out, or even when it rains, I try not to go out at all. So when I offer samples, I tell kids to grab two hands and come out to reach me, and I pour out each samples of which one they want. I explain which of the flavors. I have a lot of customers who are vegan or vegetarian, so I tell them if a particular product has butter in it or not. And I have also a description of what oils I use. For example, today I'm using corn oil. Since the pandemic, I sometimes have used soy oil, and I switched back and forth. So I have customers ask me what kind of oils. I use no nuts in my product, and then as the day goes on, I have my helper help me clean up. And so this is what my front looks like. These are the bags I get from Poly LLC. I normally have them unlabeled and blank because I think they look better than the ones that have the yellow lettering. I particularly do not care for the yellow lettering. I think it looks like it's from another company and not my own. So I like to have my labels that show that it's actually my business and not somebody else's. Anyways, this is pretty much how I offer samples. Offering samples will greatly increase your sales. Having a personality and making small talk is really important. Having a business, and that's something that I learned first being in customer service, is to have a personality where you're upfront and you can offer small talk. Small talk is something that you'll eventually get as you go along. It's something that I didn't know all the way, and have been learning how to get better at each as time goes on. I personally hate small talk, but again, this is a way to set up versus having a $200 to $300 day versus some of my markets I do between 400 and 600, and that will make a difference. And talking to people and saying hi and describing your product and offering samples will greatly increase the sales of your product. If you guys have any questions, feel free to give me a shout out or ask me down below, and then also like me on Facebook. I really appreciate all the positive feedback I've had this year, and I'll plan on having more videos up front. As well as I also changed my large bags this year, and the bags I normally do the small bags as I did before. For the large bags, I do these smaller bags, and they're wider, so they sit easier on the tables. Anyways, guys, this is Schmitty's Kettle Corn. Please like and subscribe on YouTube, and thanks for following, thanks for watching, and have a good year this year.